All right, let's talk about one of the most beautiful creatures on the forest floor. I mean, look at this thing. It looks like it's been carved right out of a gemstone, but it's got a name that sounds like something straight out of a spy novel, the amethyst deceiver. So, what's the deal with a name like that?
Yeah, that name, it really grabs you, right? Amethyst makes total sense. I mean, just look at that incredible color. But deceiver? That's where things get interesting. What could this gorgeous little mushroom possibly be hiding?
So here's the official name, Laccaria amethystina. And this definition, well, it really gets right to the heart of it. It's famous for that dazzling, jewel-toned purple, but also for its ever-changing appearance. And it's that constant change, that shape-shifting, that makes it so darn mysterious.
Okay, let's dig into that second name, the deceiver part. Because its ability to completely change how it looks, it's not just some minor quirk. No, it's the mushroom's defining feature. And it makes finding and identifying it, well, a real challenge.
Just look at this. It's like two completely different mushrooms. When it's young, it's this impossible-to-miss, vibrant, jewel-toned purple. But as it gets older, it just fades. It becomes this pale, washed-out version of itself. I mean, it's almost unrecognizable. It literally deceives your eyes.
And this isn't some kind of magic trick, you know? It's just nature doing its thing. Simple stuff, really. Sunlight, rain, and just the passage of time. All of it works together to wear away that brilliant color, turning this dazzling gem into a kind of forest ghost. And that makes it incredibly tricky to identify for sure.
But okay, here's the thing. The deception about how it looks is actually hiding a much, much deeper secret. This little mushroom, it's not just a pretty face. No way. It is an absolute powerhouse, playing a totally critical role in the health of the entire forest.
To really get a grip on how important this is, let's pull back for a second. We're talking about roughly 14,000 known species of mushrooms on this planet. That's a huge number. And our little amethyst deceiver is just one member of this vast, vital kingdom. But its job? Oh, it's absolutely essential.
You know, I love this quote. It just perfectly nails the shift in perspective we need to have. So often, we just think of mushrooms as, pizza toppings or something to throw in a pan. But their real role? It's so much bigger. They're basically the engineers of the entire forest ecosystem.
So what does that powerhouse process actually look like? Well, it's got a few key jobs. First, they're the forest's cleanup crew, breaking down all the dead stuff. Then, they recycle all those nutrients right back into the soil, which helps the trees grow. And get this, fungi like our deceiver even help store carbon in the ground. The bottom line is, without all this work, the forest as we know it, well, it just couldn't survive.
But its most powerful job, you can't even see it. It's completely invisible. It's all happening in a hidden world right under our feet. It's running a kind of underground superhighway.
The word for it is mycorrhizae. I know, it sounds a little complex, but the idea behind it is actually beautiful. The fungus sends out these tiny little threads that connect with the roots of trees, creating this massive shared network. The best way to think about it? It's like the forest's internet. It's how trees can trade nutrients and water, and the fungus is what makes it all possible. And that sentence just sums it up perfectly. The amethyst deceiver isn't just a passive resident of the forest. It is actively connecting it. It's building a whole community of trees that can support each other, all thanks to its hidden network. It's a truly symbiotic relationship, a real win-win. Okay, so we know it's a critical part of the ecosystem. But let's bring this back down to the human level for a minute. Because here's a fun fact. The amethyst deceiver is edible. But that name, deceiver, is not just a cool little detail. It is a direct warning. So, yep, you can eat it. People say it's actually pretty tasty. But you have to remember, it's a little game, right? It's a master of disguise. And when you're out there foraging for mushrooms, a case of mistaken identity, well, that can have some very serious consequences. And honestly, this is probably the most important thing to take away from all this, especially if you're feeling inspired to go look for one. Some mushrooms are poisonous. Some are even deadly. The rule is simple, and it's absolute. If you are not 100% certain, and I mean had it confirmed by an expert certain, you do not eat it. Ever.
So that's where we'll leave it. The amethyst deceiver, a master of disguise on the surface, but a true ecological powerhouse underneath. It's such a great reminder that the forest floor is just teeming with secrets. And it really makes you wonder, doesn't it, if this one tiny shape-shifting fungus holds so much power, What other incredible secrets are hiding right under our feet?